Billboard's Hot 100, July 27, 1974. I think this will be the last song I'll do from that Hot 100. A disappointing song by Neil Young on Billboard's Hot 100 from 91 to 85 that week. It's called Walk On. It's from the album On the Beach, an album that he released after Harvest. Harvest was such a big album; it just kind of set the gold standard. And it's hard to match an album like that. Hard go to hit off that album. Oh man, the brilliant, the introspective. Oh man, back in the summer of 1972. Oh man, take a look at my life. Go back even earlier than that. Only Love Can Break Your Heart. Back in 1970, a polished record by Neil Young. It had that intimacy about Neil Young that came through on Old Man, and Only Love Can Break Your Heart, I believe, was the name of the record. And not to mention the Buffalo Springfield. I think my favorite song by Neil Young when he was with the Buffalo Springfield was Mr. Soul. Remember Mr. Soul with the strident guitar punch, the guitar rhythm? Man, it was just an awesome record. It was put out as a single, but I don't think it didn't get on Billboard's Hot 100. The album On the Beach by Neil Young in 1974. It was sort of a bleak album, at least initially, but a crude production. It's just Walk On's just. Although over a period of years, fans and critics grew more fond of the album, and the album was recorded haphazardly. Neil Young used a variety of session musicians, but he kept changing their instruments. And very often, he just gave them bare bones arrangements, gave them very little to go off on, these session musicians. Hey, just play this little bit here and just do what you can with it. It's like, well, okay, we'll do our best. And very often, Neil Young, he would prefer the mono, the rough mixes, as opposed to the more polished mixes. And that got him in trouble with some of the sound engineers. They were getting pissed off at Neil Young. And something, I'm not sure if it helped or it hurt. Might have made side two of the album a little bit more mellow. But when they were making this album, Neil Young and his band, they were drinking this homemade concoction. It was called Honey Slides. Well, Honey Slides, this is something that your grandmother wouldn't make. It consisted of salted marijuana mixed with honey. And you drank it. It's just goo or goop. And, well, those were the days. And that's it. They came up with this album On the Beach, Walk On. Went to number 69 on Billboard's Hot 100. Let me bring that up for you real quick. Walk On by Neil Young at number 85 that week, up from 91. This is the week of July 27, 1974. Peaked at number 69 on Billboard's Hot 100 for 7 weeks. Neil Young.